what's missing. Because a lot of people be checking the boxes, and after they check the box, you form expectations like, okay, it's going to go there, or they're going to take it there. It could be a basketball player winning the championship or whatever. But for some reason, despite the fact that they got all the qualities on paper, it just don't be adding up in real life. Welcome back to OG's Uncut, Conversations on the Culture. I'm Preach, your host, and I got my co-host, T-Rex, in the house.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. We in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Back at it one more time before you take your paternity leave. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what you want to call it, paternity leave.
I got that paternity leave coming up. I don't know if the audience know.
I can still move around.
Hey, you can't move around like that.
I mean, as long as I ain't gone for too long, I can move. An hour tops.
An hour tops?
Yeah.
Out the house?
Yeah. Hour tops, yeah.
Is that what it's like?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got experience. You know what I'm saying? Got, 6 kids now? This one coming make 6. So I got an hour tops.
You got 3 in that. Well, you about to have 3 in the house. You got 2 in the house, 3.
Yeah, but all together is 6.
All together, yeah.
Yeah, so I got experience. I know I can't be gone away from the house no more than an hour because I know she was going to text or something like that.
Hey, that's serious right there. A baby is a blessing, boy. But it's like, that baby put them restrictions on you. You on that clock. Because after an hour, the house, it can turn to chaos, right?
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. And you start feeling it. When you're young having kids, what they call it, that emotional attachment that you have with your significant other or whatever, whatever they feel, you start to feel it. It seems like for me, the older I get, me having my kids, my last set, like damn near 40, and I'm 47 now, and it's just like, ooh, you can feel it on your body as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Just dealing with the youngest?
Not just when a woman is pregnant, like what she go through, you can feel it, like that nauseous and stuff, yeah. So when you young,
crazy.
When you young, I noticed when I had kids when I was younger, I just slept a lot, but I was good. But when I started having kids close to 40 and past 40, I'm feeling nauseous, feel like I got to go to the bathroom, my back hurting. When she say, do you have a headache? I'll be like, damn, yeah, I do. And it's like everything she's feeling, I'm feeling.
Yeah, it seemed like when you get older, and I ain't got nobody pregnant, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your wife, she about to give birth soon. But it seemed like when we get older, we get more emotionally sensitive, right? And I think maybe some guys are afraid of that. And maybe not emotionally sensitive, but emotionally in tune, I would call that. Because I think when you use the term sensitive, a lot of guys say, oh, no, I ain't sensitive. But I'm not saying that like you a little more in tune and you able to read what your body is telling you or what your emotions are telling you, like all the feelings and stuff, you actually able to read them and say, okay, this is what's going on over here. This is what's going on. Oh, I can tell this is what's going on with you.
Yeah.
To me, it's like you start getting more of a balance when you get older.
Maybe, I hear you say that, I hear wisdom.
Yeah, but it's just like you think
on
about
another frequency now.
Yeah, another frequency. It's just like when you play ball. Like when you play basketball.
Yeah.
When you young, you use all athleticism. You blowing by them. You trying to jump over them. You forcing your way. But when you get older, you like, okay, the athleticism ain't where it was, but I got the IQ.
Yeah.
And I can. It's little shit I can do. I can give you that fake send you flying and then bam, bam, lay.
Yeah. When you say that, I just came up with like the Mr. Miyagi zone.
Yeah.
Like the monk, like,
It's almost like God, the creator, it's an exchange that's happening. It's like, okay, your athleticism is declining, but your other qualities are on a crescendo, they increasing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting.
Fighting the young guys are like, okay, do I want to sit here around slap box or I just need to get him out the way.
You need to know kill shots, baby.
Yeah, so the older you get, it's like
it's kill shots,
paralyzing shots, knee, ankle, solar plex, throat, eyeball. So it's like all that wrestling and dodging. Nah,
kill shots, baby. Kill shots. We know
every shot gonna count.
You know exactly where to strike. To disable the threat, you know what I'm saying?
Not wasting no energy, dog.
Yeah.
Get you straight out the way. What they would tell us, you cheated, dog. It ain't no cheating in street fight.
yeah, exactly. Shit, all is fair in love and war.
When you young, you'd be like, hey, you kicking, kicks ain't allowed.
You try to be fly with it.
Yeah.
you doing all this shit.
Hey, I'm trying to get you out the way.
How the girls be doing? They be doing like this or whatever. Like,
I'm not about to do all that.
Okay then. Yeah. Yeah, man. But you know, but the conversation today, man, we want to talk about you can call it a lot of things, but the basketball started this conversation like star power, you know, looking at like a Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if you could throw another name out there, but Donovan Mitchell got all of the attributes, man. I say on paper and in game, like he's that dude. He athletic, he's strong, he got a sturdy, durable build. His hops is through the roof. He got power, he got dexterity, he can get low. He can give you them crazy ass Euro steps and come back. But all of that seems to never amount to him being the man. And it just seemed like Donovan and certain other players like him tend to be missing something. They got everything on paper, but it just don't seem to add up. And I'm using him as an example, but you see this in life in general. It might be somebody you dated or whatever. They check all the boxes, but then when showtime comes, it's like all of them qualities don't add up. I want to figure out what is it that be missing with folks when that's the case. Yeah, and you ain't got to answer that directly if you don't have an answer yet, but maybe you can think of somebody you dealt with who you felt like checked all the boxes, and when everything added up, it was like, nah, it ain't it.
I can damn near, you know, in a perfect world, you want somebody to be perfect, but I can pick several relations. I can pick my wife now and all the other women I've been with. I always found something that they didn't check all the boxes, but my thing is checking all the boxes is like that saying you under deliver. You make all these promises, but you under deliver.
Right.
And where I hold people accountable to that is like food with no seasoning. I know it's rice. I know it's this. The food look good, but then when you take a bite, it's like,
that's a great analogy.
Like, damn, it looked good, but when I ate it, I tell you, that's just like in relationships. You on the first time you go out, when you ask a lady, like, tell me a little about yourself, and they don't go in explaining, that's my first warning that it's gonna be suspect. You know what I'm saying? Because most people that really cross their T's and dot their I's, how I look at it, they very thorough when they explain what they're explaining to you, and they direct. But people that give the illusion that they look like they fit all the boxes. When you ask them a question, it's like food. It's very bland. It look good, but the question is flat. And it's like, okay, they either hiding something or they giving all these demands to you what they want, but then when you ask them explain, they flat with it. It's like fair exchange ain't no robbery. They gonna shortchange you somewhere.
Oh damn, they gonna shortchange you somewhere. I like that food explanation because it's almost like it's like an illusion. And I like the basketball analogy. I don't know who else seemed promising, but didn't meet expectations. And I say illusion because you was like, you know, you overpromise and underdeliver, right? That's kind of the same energy you get with like a Donovan Mitchell type, or even a Zion Williamson, unfortunately. And I rock with Zion. He from Marion, South Carolina, you know, according to him. But man,
would you consider Ja Morant?
He's becoming that, but I feel like Ja Morant delivers though. But I feel like his situation right now, is putting him in that category. It ain't, to me, it ain't had nothing to do with what he do on court.
Okay.
When he get on court, to me,
he delivers.
He delivers the hype, and he was on that trajectory.
Right.
But then once that gun stuff came around, I feel like the outside noise kind of derailed him, and then injuries on top of that. So he just lost momentum. But I felt like he was delivering.
Okay.
But now he might get put in that conversation. But if you look like Joel Embiid or a Zion Williamson, look at the upside of these guys.
Yeah.
Like some people was like, with Joel Embiid's skill set, he could be the best player in the world.
Right.
But
he don't deliver.
He don't deliver. He check all the boxes. That's what I'm saying. Like he got the footwork. He got the size. He got the touch as a big man. He got the scoring package. But somehow it just don't translate. It's like, damn, that's promising. But then shit, the delivery ain't there.
It's the risk that we all take from sports to hiring somebody, relationship. It's a risk that you take. and I get pissed off of it because that's a standard that I hold near and dear. It's like what the Bible say, study to show yourself approved.
Yeah.
Faith without works is dead. You got, like that old lady told me, the church is a hospital for sinners, not a hotel for saints. You know what I'm saying? You looking at the exterior, but that person got poor qualities on the inside. You know, like what they say, like that saying in church, don't be so quick to sit in the front of the church, take the seat in the back.
Yeah.
Because if you sit up there, you might get humbled.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey, you dropping analogies today, because my mind, you painting pictures in my mind with that, because I can see it now. It's like with that scripture, you sit up front and you put yourself in front, you end up, when your character come through and your character show who you are, you can't really hold that front position no more because your character ain't worthy to hold that spot. So you actually get pushed to the back. So it's like, it's better to be in the back and underplay, under promise, and then let your character, your attributes bring you to the front. You know what I'm saying? I guess a lot of people do that because, you know, really, when you come in any situation, you want to put your best foot forward.
Right.
Is the best foot a fake foot sometimes, though?
Nah, as long as you being yourself, as long as you being organic with it. I think showing you being your best is you're not looking perfect. You showing a balance of you being perfect, but they also can see some of your flaws. A lot of people try to be perfect in everything. And like you said with Wemby, it's not sustainable, dog. Eventually, it's going to start seeing kinks in your armor. The embarrassing part is when you see the kinks and the people can see you see the kinks, they still try to be perfect.
Yeah. And perfection ain't, you know, I think we all know perfection ain't real. I think at the end of the day, sometimes it's easier to perform than just to be yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I take a poke at religion, church. They teach you how to hide that. They want you to keep putting on this perfect look.
Yeah.
And really you're not. And then when you over-deliver trying to look perfect, but then you under-deliver with service, and that makes people break away from church, not trust nothing out your mouth, and then they spew it over, and they say they don't trust God or why God would allow this. So even with Christians, they make God look bad because people always, instead of questioning the people that gave you the illusion, you go after the creator or God, whatever you want to call it, and start asking him the questions when you need to be asking the people that's physically in front of you and challenging them, but you too coward to do that. So you go in your secret corner and pray and this. No, challenge the people that gave you the fucking illusion.
Yeah,
they under-delivered. They overshow themselves like a saint, but they under-deliver. Yeah. Instead of you coming at them, you want to pray for them now. Go straight to them and tell them where they under-delivering at.
Yeah. I think churches, the culture that gets created in church sometimes is the reason for some of this stuff, because
exactly
when you look, I forgot who I was talking to about Christianity. It was a deep conversation though, but it was just like when you develop, like when you mature, develop your flaws, you just start taking ownership for your flaws and making different choices, and you end up growing from that. But Christianity really don't work like that. And I can hear a church person right now saying, no, you got to grow in the Lord and all of this. But when you look at what the book says, it says that if any man be in Christ, he's a new creature, a new creation. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. What that does to your mind is make you think that transition is immediate. There's no process. So it's like your flaws are your sins. And what are they? They covered under the blood, right? So you don't really have to put in the work to actually grow beyond those character defects. Jesus done took care of them. Now you knew.
That sounds like excuses to me.
But that's the Bible, though.
I got you.
But we know that's Bible.
Yeah.
I think mentally what that does to people is make people think that they can leap past a growth process. So you end up showing up with a front, but in reality, you still got a bunch of junk you ain't cleaned out yet.
You sure?
So yeah, man.
I like that word that you're saying. Like Donovan Mitchell, the word growth that you said. This goes into the realm when I was telling you that, like, when I had called you and I was like, man, you've been in leadership on both sides. Military as an officer, captain, and you in a position of leadership with your job.
Right.
And I was saying, as you in your profession on both sides, did you have to also cross your T's and dot your I's where the standard and structure of the job say you must maintain this, even though you still got to have empathy? But I think, like what you said, when people have some character flaws or whatever they is, and when you point them out to that person, instead of them using this as a place to grow in, it seems like they become stubborn and show more of their flaws, or they become more of an ass. They showing like their immaturity.
They get defensive,
They get defensive instead of using that as a growth place. Like I had somewhat a headbutt with my wife's doctor that was checking her, and I had to put her in her place. I said a true professional is not a professional that know everything. A true professional is a professional that can be professional enough, go ask questions to make their skill set better. And I heard crickets. I said, hello. She said, yeah, I'm still here. But you can hear the intention, like I floored her with that. A true professional does not know everything. A true professional can humble themselves, find out the answer, and come back and deliver it to you. That's what makes you a professional, showing that you know where to go to get the answer or find the resource you need to make something, to accomplish something. But some people feel like they're professional. Before they tell you the right answer, they'll just tell you anything, or like how you say something like it's almost like going to a pastor or somebody and they start using them monotone voices, like they trying to hit you with the whammy. They can't give you an answer, so they give you all this theatrical talk.
They give you the script.
They give you a script, but they got this cadence type voice, like you in psychology or you sitting on a chair
cadence is something else.
Talking to your therapist. So tell me, how do you feel today? Instead of just saying, hey, how do you feel today?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like that bullshit that I be talking about.
Yeah. And that's a whole conversation. I don't want to derail into that.
Yeah, I got you.
No, you're not derailing, but in my mind, I'm derailing because
got you.
That's a powerful observation that a lot of people don't spend enough time talking about, like the power of cadence in your voice. Like, think about a preacher.
Yeah.
Shit. Think about a Martin Luther King Jr. Now, his cadence was it was mesmerizing, but it was purposeful. It was like his cadence got your attention, but he was actually directing your attention to somewhere valuable.
Right.
The tradition after that went on. I'm still talking about cadences where preachers adopted a similar cadence, but they weren't really taking you nowhere. They got your attention, but they ain't leading you nowhere meaningful. And I feel like a bunch of different industries and sectors have cadences. Think about the news reporting. Today on Fox 15, and it automatically sounds credible just because of the cadence. You know, pastors got that. They got a way of automatically sounding credible. A doctor can do that. they got a way of automatically sounding trustworthy. And I just want to highlight that because sometimes you got to get beyond the surface. Sometimes that cadence is just the surface. Because some people are so mesmerized by the way people saying shit that you ain't listening to what they saying. And they getting all kind of shit over on you and by you.
And that's the pivot move. So you can't see that they ain't the perfect being. They ain't cross all their T's and dot all their I's.
Yeah.
So you almost leave like, damn, I asked the questions, but in the moment I felt like with all the theatrics, my questions were getting answered. But when you get in the car, you be like, damn, they didn't answer. I'm still in limbo wondering.
Yeah,
they never gave me an answer to nothing.
And the crazy thing about it, when somebody sell you bullshit,
Okay.
and because that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
So this still on the topic with over promising, under delivering.
Yeah.
Because when somebody's selling you bullshit, that's essentially what they doing. They over promising it on the back end. The experience is like janky, but up front everything sound great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when somebody is selling you bullshit, even if you can't point it out in the message. You feel it inside because something feel off.
Yeah.
It'd be like, I hear everything you saying. Everything you saying sound good, but something
feels off.
is just, something in my gut is just unsettled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, and I ain't gonna get all into the shit behind that.
Yeah.
But that gut right there is letting you know when somebody overpromises and under-delivering.
Yeah.
Because you can feel when the shit is off, but some people are just not willing to trust that gut because they can't articulate it through words. It's just a feeling. Yeah.
I'm glad you're saying that. That's probably why when you were saying when Donovan Mitchell do his interviews, it sounds flat. He's not trusting his gut to say what's really on his mind.
Donovan Mitchell don't be keeping it real, bro.
Yeah.
I never watched.
You said it. It sounded like it was somebody gave him.
Yeah,
it
was scripted. He sounds scripted.
He know what's in his gut.
I'm like, bro, I'm watching you play. You that dude.
Yeah.
You that nigga. But in the post-game interview, I watch him be that dude and then just walk off the cliff and he ain't even showing up. It's like, okay, then I see him in a post-game interview. Donovan, what do you think we can do different? Well, sometimes the baskets go in, sometimes they don't. You know, sometimes this team is better and sometimes you're not. We just have to come and hit more baskets. I'm like, come on, nigga. Like, really? Where your script at? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you got a teleprompter?
Yeah, I was just about
you
to
ain't
say
got
that.
ain't nothing he's saying coming from here, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like for a guy like Donovan, my read on him is that he doesn't really want to step into leadership because he checked all the boxes. He got all the talent. He could be, if he wanted, based on his talent, I think he could be the face of the league. I think it's maybe one or two point guards that got the skill set and the athleticism combo that he got.
Okay, I got.
But when I hear him talk,
I got you.
When I hear him talk, I hear a guy that is hiding behind scripted language. He's not giving you what's really in here to say, nah, we ain't step up today. I didn't like this, I didn't like that. You know, we need to come back and do this. Not that he need to throw anybody under the bus, but give us some heart. Nigga, who are you? Who are you? Show us who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring that across in your language and speak that. So to me, he's probably like that with his teammates. Okay. I feel like when he's on the floor, he got all the skills, but he always defaults to the script. He always defaults to the playbook.
Okay.
Instead of taking the game over.
Okay. So we could say that he's a superstar, but he don't know everything that comes with being a superstar.
Yeah.
Because that's what, I mean, now it makes sense. When you said it, I was like, yeah, I can, because on the court, he looks like a leader because of all the attributes that he can do.
Yeah.
But he's missing a lot of stuff on the list that he don't have, like knowing how to speak, motivate, lead, and all that. And like you said, he probably don't want to step into that role because he may not have the skill sets to do that.
That's a good point.
He may not have the skill set to do that. So when he goes in the interviews, he's sounding like he reading the script because he don't have all them qualities. All he has is almost like a guy that's like Wemby when he came in. He was good at playing, and he almost got into trouble because he refused to talk to the media after games, and he was getting in trouble. So he had to figure out a way to humble himself and them to teach him, and now he's getting better at that. I think Donovan Mitchell has that problem in the leadership. That's why he don't want to say. It's not that he can't. He just don't know how. And if he do it, he can't perform in that area like he does on the basketball court with all his attributes.
Okay.
So that still falls in a person. It's like what like the Delta Force guy. They say the guy say, so y'all look for the best person. He said, no, we don't look for the best person. We look for the right person. Because the best person can have all the physical attributes, but he may not be the right guy. And he gave a scenario. He said the biggest guys when they try out for Delta Force, big muscular guys, you think they can go far. But guess what? For that event of walking, he's not the best guy because that weight is weight, fat or muscle.
Right.
But then you look at this slim guy that got more endurance and everything. You need endurance to fight battles. You don't need muscle. Right. You need endurance. So he said it's not always the best person. You got to look for the right person.
Yeah. Okay.
And the right person is mentally like mind, body, and soul type person, not just body.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. After the break, we are going to go into the difference between maybe being the best on the floor or maybe being the best in the situation as far as your talent, but not being the right person for the job. We'll hit it after the break. Religion is a very dark and mysterious subject. But once you stand up, put the book down, and pick up your thinking cap, that's when things begin to turn around. And you'll realize that your curiosity is a journey. And sometimes it's a journey that you take alone. But you'll realize that the true benefit is life after religion. Life after religion, my journey into history and healing, available on Amazon now. All right, welcome back, y'all. Now let's get into this thing right here, because now we at the point of tension. And we still gonna use Donovan Mitchell, not to beat him up because he's a phenomenal player, but
right.
I think he's the most visible example of this right now.
Right.
He's the best on the floor in a lot of cases, but he don't seem to add up or amount to being the right guy for the job. And I think what we said about him, his conversation to me in the post-game interview says a lot about his mentality and what's missing from his game.
Right.
He's failing to embrace leadership, because to me, Donovan seems to have all the talent, but something in his mind tells him to default to the script. That script could be what I'm supposed to say when the camera turns on. Mm-hmm. Or that script could be the playbook. This is what the coach said we need to do in this play. Mm-hmm. Right? But when you're a leader and when you're the right person for the job, you know when to go off script.
When to trust your gut, like you was saying.
When to trust your gut. Your gut ain't no script for your gut. So you know when to go off gut, when to go off script and come to the gut and come to the instincts, because the coach ain't on the field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don King wasn't in the ring with Mike Tyson. Uh-huh. The coach gives you a plan. Mm-hmm. But sometimes when you get hit in the face, that plan go out the door and your instincts got to take over. This is what this moment requires. And that's what Donovan is missing. Yeah. I think it's a lot of guys who are missing that. And I think this is the difference between them guys. The guys who is willing to step outside the script and give the moment what it requires is the guys who see themselves as the dude for the job.
The right guy for the job, yeah.
They see themselves that way. And then everybody else starts seeing them that way. Mm-hmm. Ant-Man feel like he the man for the job.
Yeah.
Kobe felt like he was a man for the job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you was about to say something.
No. I'm saying that when you were saying all that, when you said instant, I thought about the movie Pele. Pele, they were telling him, "Don't use your Jenga, don't use it," and they was getting punched in the mouth, and he looked at his coach, and it was like, "Dude, this is your moment, your gut, your instinct," and he did it. And then the coach said, "Forget everything I told you. I want y'all to play free."
Yeah.
He said, "We're going to show these people our flaws," because they had different races there, and then some of them had certain disabilities. And he said, "Forget everything I taught you. If we're gonna win, I need y'all to play free and loose."
Yeah.
So he was giving them that moment on the grandest stage to win the cup. That first time they ever won it with Pele, they played free and they whooped their ass to where it was exciting for the people cheering for them and clapping for them. So yeah,
because that's real.
Yeah,
because that's the thing. Coaching, planning, all of that scripted stuff can only get you so far.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference that everybody need to know. The script only takes you to the moment. You got to own the moment.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The script delivers you. The script will put the moment in your hand. You following the script. Boom, 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 boom. I'm good. But when that moment come there, ain't no fucking script for that moment.
Yeah.
You got to step into the moment and fill up the moment. You got to step to the moment and show everybody what's needed because you the only one who can see it. And I feel like in leadership, to kind of take it around to what you were saying, like even at jobs, the difference between a manager and a leader, that's it. A manager stays on the script. Okay, we've got this done. A manager is not even in tune with the people.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? A manager can see that you're off as a manager and you're putting unnecessary pressure on the people. They're stressing out. They're not even giving you the best product. They're a little disheveled because you're not recognizing what they need. That's a manager. You just sticking to the script, even if it's killing your people. A leader sees what's going on with the people and then comes up with a solution on the spot that puts the people in the best place to get it done because he know he can't get shit done without the people. That's leadership. They engage in the real moment. I think people like Donovan, what it is they scared of the moment.
Yeah.
That's what it is to me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you a player, you've been playing since you was however yay high. You know when that moment is in your hand. You know when it's the moment. Yeah. And I seen a couple of times where I'm like, why the hell is Mobley shooting right now? Why they running the play through Harden? He kicking it to Mobley. They kicking it back. He taking the three. Why Donovan way over like he a corner boy?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You know that's your moment.
I can testify that he don't want the moment because as you get older, you know the devil's in the details. If you look at all the guys that want the moment, you know that they communicate to their coach. If you look at SGA, he talks to his coach, and you heard the analogy say, the coach trusts SGA so much, even when he's messing up, he let SGA alone because he know he's that guy.
He trusts him.
He trusts him,
yeah.
And he's going to figure it out because, like you said, he watches tape. He not high, he not low. He's on an even keel. He looks at his flaws, so his coach trusts him. Look at Wemby. He's always leaning over, talking to his coach
facts.
And everything. And now look at that boy. Call for the ball. Boom. Hit the shot.
You don't want that shot at half court.
Because his coach trusts him, and the teammates see that, so that means they trust Wemby like the coach because this dude, even though he's a superstar, he's talking to his coach. Look at Allen Iverson. Him and his coach, Larry Brown, couldn't get along. And to the CEO say, you not going nowhere and you not going nowhere. The same way you look at him as a criminal, how do you think he feels when you talk to him? And then the coach came back and Allen Iverson said, I'm sorry. Next thing you know, he was sitting right next to his coach talking, boom. When a leader, that's the difference when you got a coach and a great coach.
Right.
Everybody can coach. That's the ones that's going by the list.
Yeah, the manager.
But a great coach, Boom. Look at Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan.
A great coach knows how to. Sometimes a good coach knows how to get off the script too.
Yeah,
and trust that. Yeah.
Look at whatchamacallum, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Him and his coach got a relationship where they can just look and he be like, "Do your thing, Ant," and beast mode. Tatum.
Yeah.
So when you talk about Donovan Mitchell, he does what he does in the court and he sits right down. You don't see him talking to the coach. He's not engaging like coach. You know, even LeBron said it. When the coach would be like, "Hey, we're going to do this play," LeBron sometimes would tell the coach no right in front of the players, or he'd get on the floor and say, "Man, we ain't doing that. We're going to do this." And the coach be sitting like, "What the hell are y'all doing?" But he be like, "Fuck it. They on the floor. I can't go on the floor and take the ball from them.
That takes balls, though.
I got to sit here and just see how this shit play out." But the thing is, when the coach see that play out, okay, it's not
then
him.
the coach is learning something.
It's me that's holding them back.
And that's a learning moment for the coach, like you said earlier, that a professional isn't professional because they know everything. A professional or the best leaders understand that they got something to learn too. And they can learn from anybody, especially when your guys are out there getting it done and they facing the situation. Yeah. You would be a fool not to listen to what they saying and see what's going on. And a good coach will say, okay, you know what? Even though all my training says this, I've seen how you operate in these moments. We're going to go with it.
Right.
You could be wrong or you could be right.
Right.
But it's still a learning curve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I think when it comes to Mitchell, you're absolute Donovan Mitchell. I wish he could listen because this probably be food for thought for him. He might not even know he's in a position to demand that.
Yeah. I think it takes balls, because think about it.
That's what I was saying.
A coach is an authority. Say what now?
I say that's why I was saying when he won that game, I said his girl told him he ain't getting your dick sucked night if you don't win. So he got to find his kahunas, and I don't think he knows that. And I think it's a 50-50. He doesn't know that and he don't want it. Maybe because he don't have the right teammates, but he's in a position to demand certain players. Like what D. Wade did it. He said that year that he seen Kobe win, he said he went to the coaches and say, "Hey, we need some players." And that's when they got LeBron and got Botch.
Do you think it can make the difference with the right person or somebody saying, "Hey, man, you that dude. Take control of the moment. Take control of the situation. This your team." Because when I look at, and we on Donovan Mitchell, but again, he's the most visible example. He's always been a part of a two-headed monster, at least on Cleveland. First one with him and Darius Garland. And Darius Garland, if Donovan wouldn't have came there, could have been his team.
Yeah.
He flashy, he nice, he can get buckets. But then Donovan came as kind of like a back and forth, almost like a Tatum and Brown. But I felt like nobody had the clear crown on that.
Right.
And now you got James Harden. So he's always kind of been a two-headed monster. And it's putting him, it's like the universe putting him in the situation to say, "All right, nigga, take it." Yeah, he beside you. Yeah, he good, but you better. Take it. You know you better.
I think what it is, I like my son. He got a lot of potential, but it's like my son, he's very intelligent and everything, but also he's like closed off. Like when he would come home, he would go straight to his room. I think Donovan Mitchell might be one of them players that do his thing on the court, be flat, and then he just leaves and go home. And when you got that type of prowess about yourself and everything, dog, you owe it to your players to show yourself friendly. I don't think Donovan Mitchell really, he does it in spurts and he don't do it enough to where people don't even think he even got he might have the balls, but he don't know because he's so closed off. And it might be people in his circle that probably want to tell him, but he's so closed off.
He's closed off. They don't feel like they can have that conversation with him.
He never makes it where they can do it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's kind of what his downfall. I think he's in a shell.
Yeah,
with shell within inside a shell.
He's not letting anybody in, because I can see that, because when you in certain things in the mindset that can make you close off too. It could be like what you believe, or I don't know how you process shit, his upbringing, personal experiences, your philosophy about how you handle greatness and great moments can make you close off, because you may have this philosophy that you got from your grandma, whoever, about staying humble. You know, one of my good friends, she used to tell her son something about you got to make yourself small or something like that. And the intent was so good, but the message, I think, was bad. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
philosophy of you gotta make myself small.
Yeah, because it's like it's a virtue of like humility is this virtue, but sometimes it's like the moment requires you to be big. The moment requires you to be who you are. But I like what you said about him being closed off and like in the interview, close off, post-game interview, after he come off the court, straight to the seat.
Yeah.
And so we can assume probably after the game, you ain't connecting. Maybe you're going straight to your chick or whatever. But if you was in that ecosystem, you would be hearing the echoes about the fact that you that nigga. And it might do something to your psyche to be like, when the moment comes, you know everybody sees you that way, so it's just you press the gas into that moment. But if you in isolation and you not understanding that, you keep defaulting to the script.
Yeah, you automatically assume that what's the saying? Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
Nah, dog. When certain things is a requirement of you out of leadership when you're a superstar. True enough, it rubs off. It's some rub off, but you must talk. You must be social. Look at Wemby. This dude is young. He's high-fiving his teammates. He's talking to them. He's engaging with them. He's getting up, celebrating when he's supposed to be resting. He's talking to his coach. He's engaging with the crowd. I ain't trying to stare down him, but he's like he don't do none of that. He got just, dog, you are so athletic and everything and so much of a superstar. Dude, you can't give spurts like that. You gotta balance that thing out 50-50, dog. So when you don't want to talk, your fans can talk for you in the right way and not in a critical way.
Yeah.
All his fans talk about him, but it's like we always critiquing him because, dog, you not engaging us to let us end like, oh, he was just having a bad night. Hey, let's lay off Mitchell. He gonna get it.
Right.
We don't speak no confidence in him. It's not because of us, dude. You too closed off. I watches him. When they go to the camera, he's just sitting just like this. He ain't looking to the left, the right. He not even getting up cheering for his teammates. He not motivating. Look at Wemby. Come on, y'all, let's go. He looking at the coach like, let me get back in. We getting too far behind. And the coach like, get in there. You don't see that with Donovan. He just do as it's told, or like you say, the script.
He following the script. Because I feel like that's the only comfortable thing to do when you are closed off, you know. And I think that this has been therapeutic. You know, I feel like you said it'll be, I feel like Donovan need to see this for real. Exactly. I usually don't say that. You usually saying that, but I think that we done diagnose unintentionally down to the way he carries himself socially. And it would be something that you think wouldn't have nothing to do with the court. You could think that, I come and I do my thing and I go home. But sometimes you need to connect to the energy of the environment you in. Your teammates, your crowd can give you that extra thing you need. It's like they can crown your identity to where you step in to your name. You step into your next level because you are letting the crowd in, and then the crowd give you that name. Yeah. The audience is like, that's that nigga. And like you said, they talk for him. They take up for him. He ain't got to say a whole lot. But when you close off, they don't really know what to do with you.
A prime example is like what I was saying. Instead of them getting the players for him, they'll come to him and say, what type of players do you need?
Right.
Or the fans will like, man, he's good, but he needs help. The fans will talk for him. That way the establishment can come to him instead of them just saying, okay, we think we're going to do this and do this for Donovan. Instead of them coming to him and saying, hey, Donovan, we was thinking this, what do you think? But since he's so closed off and they don't know how to read him, Donovan, we're going to do this. Okay.
How do you think he overcomes that? Because that can be difficult for a guy who, because I think that's in his mindset. It may not be completely him naturally, because that's not who he is all the time, I'm sure. It's just that he's reluctant to open up. How does a guy like that overcome that?
I think he needs to talk to what Wemby did and all the other athletes did. They need to talk to a sports psychologist.
Damn.
That whatchamacallum had to do it. Giannis did it, and that's why he got better.
He talked to a sports psychologist?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The stuff he was going through. I think that's what he needs first. And then from there, get on social media. Do something to interact with the people. Even if you may be shy or whatever, do something on social media.
Yeah.
Go on some of these shows with all the smoke type dudes or something.
Yeah, I feel like podcasts or something like that.
Yeah, make yourself approachable, make yourself friendly. Because them people can do work. Gilbert Arenas, chop it up with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out there, dog. He's not interacting, dog. Damn, do the brother even got any commercials?
I ain't never seen Donovan.
I think he was in a Hanes commercial or something like that. Nah, dog.
Oh, look at some underwear shit, right?
Yeah, nah, dog. Let's get you in a commercial like you dunking the ball.
Because you that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Put you in a Spider-Man suit.
Do he got shoes? He got shoes, right?
Put him in a Spider-Man suit, but he got a basketball, and he hit the court with his web and come flying in and dunk. Do something like that.
So he need to get outside his comfort zone, really.
Yeah, but even social media is still a safe place. And just sit back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To talk to a sports psychologist just to teach him some of the things that we're talking about.
That makes sense, because it's like that moment we talked about that he's afraid of, that moment is a public place. That moment is not a private place. And so when you in a shell, and I've been there, you used to being in a private place. So when a moment that's public come, you're going to be reluctant to the moment, because the moment is very public. Yeah. And everything about your life you've been making very private. Yeah. So it's almost like it's not even, it's deeper than fear. Yeah. It's almost like a social reflex at this point.
If my boy Kawhi Leonard can do it, he can do it.
Hey, dog. Say that shit again. Kawhi Leonard, the most socially awkward motherfucker ever. He got to be in the history of the league.
Like, dude, if Kawhi Leonard could do it
in the history of the league,
yes,
this nigga is the most antisocial.
But he's even jumping out there.
But he wants the moment, though.
Yes,
and because that's the thing. He got to deal with that reflex. It's an antisocial reflex he got going on, for real.
Yeah.
Because the moment is public and you used to be in private and closed off. Yeah. But even if you were a more private guy, that's fine. Yeah. But I feel like he got the sports psychologist, whoever, find the goddamn switch.
Yeah.
That helps you understand that moment is yours. Yeah. It ain't James Harden's. It ain't Mobley. It ain't nobody else. That moment belongs to you. Yeah. And until he get that mentality.
Yeah. And it's all he got all the ingredients for the moment.
Yeah.
But the mind ain't there.
That's the last ingredient.
The mind ain't
That's
there.
The last ingredient.
He feel like training for the moment is gonna get no dog. The secret weapon is the mind. Yeah. You can train for that winning shot. You can train for all of you want, but dog, you can't do nothing without your mind involved with it. So if you wanting that shot and you training, then you wondering how you missed it, because it's mental. It's 80% mental, 20% physical. I think he needs to flip that around, and he needs to speak to a sports psychologist, and I think he needs to get out there and mingle with other people, because I think if he's that internal and not social, I think he's carrying weight that he shouldn't carry, and that could be clogging up his mindset. He don't have a release valve to talk. I know, true enough, you got your girl to talk to, but it's good to talk to her, but you also need to talk to the people that's in your environment, in your element where you perform.
Right.
And build that brotherhood. I mean, shit, like SGA is doing it. Like when you watch him, like when you go to his house, he said it's at least 7 to 10 players always at his house. They spend the night, sleep over, all that. And he bought them all watches. Look at Tom Brady.
Yeah.
His house was open. Anybody could come to his house. And Donovan Mitchell, I think if he did that, with just the players, I think he will become more social.
Yeah.
Just have him come to your house and just chill out with you, dog. Accept
he got to open this up. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, connecting with people means that you have to open yourself up. You got to let people in. It don't even mean, I think he don't even have to go out and be performative like, hey, high five it if that's not you. But find a way to let guys into your world. That'll make you naturally start gravitating toward them public moments. When you just let people in. To who you are, what you got going on, you know, what's good with you. Let people into that. Let people into that social circle a little more.
Show people that you care. And this goes for any profession. Like where I live at, if the property manager, she was engaging with the people more, seeing their problems and dealing with them, dog, your job will probably become a lot easier and you move up the ranks faster. It's even in your spot. When you intermingle and everything, it makes your job easier and it sends you up the ranks, code. Because when people be like, everybody's talking about such and such, man, shoot, I give him the promotion.
Big difference, man.
Because it's like you cannot. It's like it's a win-win for you.
I'm gonna tell you at work, man. just everywhere I've worked, I've done well from connecting with people. I've said communication skills, but really it's connection skills. Because even in the Marine Corps, it's just little shit you do. When I was an officer, and you know how enlisted, the officers usually standoffish or whatever. I used to be enlisted, so when I come in, I say silly shit. Top of the morning, what's up? Every morning when I come in, top of the morning to you, and then make a couple jokes, go back to my office.
Yeah.
But it created a connection. It created this expectation. When I was a lieutenant, I had a bunch of black dudes in my platoon, and they could all ball. I like to ball. Yeah. Nigga, because of me, we set up a 3-on-3 tournament behind the barracks. Me, a first sergeant, and a captain, white dude, who bald head. Against these young dudes. We won the whole thing. Yeah. That's shit talking rights. You know what I'm saying? That connect you with people. Like they feel like you're approachable. They feel like you can relate to what they got going on. I had Marines.
And you can bring the best out of people.
You can bring the best out. And cuz, let me tell you, I kid you not. I would have dudes come in my office at different times saying, hey sir, you know what? I'm thinking about becoming an officer. Young black dudes.
Wow.
Just individually. They ain't talk to each other. Just show, sir, can you talk? Yeah, come on in. Yeah, I'm thinking about being an officer. Hey, I think you got the potential, you know what I'm saying? This is what you got to do, though. And I would tell them. Another day, another guy will come in. But because they feel like you're accessible, you're approachable. And I always got that kind of feedback when I was in the Marines. You know what I'm saying? And even when I went into the corporate side, that's how I came up. In the tight ass cubicle, I get the fuck out the cubicle.
And my uncle, I promise you, because he moved up to manager at a grocery store in Lawton, Oklahoma. And he got that job, and they knew he was a crackhead and a heroin addict.
Oh, shit. But that's way out there, dog.
No, but he'll tell you. He said,
he ain't holding back. That's real.
Yeah, he said, I'm $1 million man, and people ask you why. Because I hit every vein in my body with the needle.
Damn.
He said, if you can think of a vein, I guarantee I stuck myself there.
That's real.
So he'd be like, but the thing was, he moved up so fast as a manager, but he had all the qualities.
He was relatable.
The customers was laughing at him. He laughing out loud. The energy was different. The sales went up and everything with him. In every area, like the truck deliveries was coming early because people wanted to come because he kept everybody laughing. He like if you was depressed, he knew how to uplift you. He knew how to do numbers and stuff.
With people, man.
He moved up and managing, man, and it's like when he's not there, it seems like everybody is struggling. They can't wait when he's there.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
They had to force him to take off because they seen how much he moved.
Yeah.
Like when he got there, everybody got happy because they like, ooh, I'm at work, but I know it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
He lifted their spirit. Yeah. They had to force him to take off works a lot of times because he just loved to come to work. Yeah. He didn't even feel like he was at work, but work got done perfectly, but they was having fun.
I can relate to that, man. That's my experience. Even at my latest job, it's like when I would go in the office, I just like connecting with people. Like when I was in the office, the jobs that I hated is where folks weren't social.
Yeah.
Everybody just doing their shit, and it feel like
you in the cubicle.
You can't really connect with them like that. I can't. I be dying inside a job like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The job my last job, I left there and went to another job when the contract lost and they cut my contract.
Yeah.
They cut my pay. I said, fuck this, went to another job.
Yeah.
Cause I was dying. The one I left was like, hey, we need you back here. And it was real cool. I love the camaraderie. Yeah. And I said, as long as you ain't got a target on my back, I'll come back. So I came back higher pay, but I be in a cubicle, pop up, I'm going around talking to folks. I'm making jokes, boom, boom, go back to my cubicle. Pop up, I'm around talking to everybody, making jokes, laughing. It changes the energy in the room.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do it if y'all not gonna give it, but really deep down inside, people glad that you did it.
Yeah.
They kind of nervous, like you tripping it, but they really deep down like it.
Yeah.
You really like it. But I think that's cool, and I think that's one of the things that you should look for when, this kind of like, I feel like we're getting ready to close.
Yeah.
I think those one of the qualities to let you know, or a warning or whatever, a beacon or a light that, I need to be more social with people. And I know that the reason why I can say that is because that was me. You know what I'm saying? But I had people tell me like, dude, you always frowning. Like, dude, you need to relax. Or you'll tell me like, cuz you speak with so much passion that what you say, what you got on the inside throws people off.
Right.
They get a different read from that.
Right.
So I have to be able to adjust and show my funny side. And a lot of people don't know I'm a comedian by nature.
Exactly.
But people don't know that, but because I'm not letting people see it.
Right, you giving them the...
Yeah, but when people say like, dude, I read you totally wrong, dude, you was funny as hell. And I'd be like, yeah, but I can tell the energy change, which my energy changes where I'm actually happy. Yeah. So sometimes I have to, how can I say it? I have to hold my feet to the fire and say the reason why the energy is not the energy, how I'm performing is because I'm creating the energy to look like I'm angry and mad. Right. When I have the moments, it's like, damn, I created the energy to make me happy. But at the same time, I can come with the wrong energy to make me look a certain way, not because of them, but because of me.
Yeah, that's facts.
So I have learned, like, let me see if it's me that's creating this energy. And most of the time it's me. Yeah. If I come in with a different demeanor, like what's up, or even if I'm corny and then people laughing, I notice my mindset and the way I'm thinking and my temperament is different.
It's different. Okay.
So a lot of times I create the energy that I don't like, but I'm the reason why I'm creating that energy.
That's a powerful observation, man. A lot of people never get to the space where they understand how they're contributing to their own experience. So that's powerful. And I think, and that's a place that everybody need to stay in. We come into a close. I think that, like you said, being more social helps you get to your next level. That's just a general statement, not just for Donovan Mitchell, anything. Yeah. And not being social in a fake way, not being social outside of your personality or your norm, but letting people in to who you are, connecting to people, because all you doing is just connecting to a social experience. Right. You're not performing social shit that ain't you. That's different. Right. When you look at Ant-Man, he's a naturally social guy. Yeah. You don't have to be Ant-Man, but connect to your environment in the way that you connect. And I think when you do that, it opens you up so that, you can get to your next level, because whatever you got, whatever gifts, skills, talents, and shit you got, it's going to be circulating in that social environment, and it's going to reinforce your confidence. So when the public moment come, you own it, and you're not running from it. So I think,
even if you succeed or fail, if you give it all you got, you're gonna always get the right. People gonna
still get praise. Yeah.
You're gonna still get praise, even though you're sad and the fans are sad. you're not gonna be there that long because it's gonna be like, man, you good, boom.
They still believe in you. Because that's just a part of being human. We human.
Yes.
Ain't nobody perfect.
Right.
You know, you left it all on the floor.
Yeah.
We know he left it all on the floor. Did he get it? He didn't. But we fuck with him though.
Yeah.
Because he embraced that. Because and I'll end with this. If you afraid of the shot, it's because you trying to be perfect.
Ooh.
If you're afraid to take the shot, somewhere you are trying to be perfect.
Wow, that threw me off. I thought when you want the shot, you're perfect.
Nah, when you want the shot, you risking imperfection.
Wow.
Right? Because when you miss when you take the shot and you miss it.
That taught me something, because I thought that's why I always shun. I ain't gonna lie, I shun away from her because I thought I had to be perfect. I had to be the right guy. So I used to shun away from it.
I think everything about this conversation is saying that the right guy takes the risk. You know, the right guy puts themselves at risk of showing their imperfection, of showing their flaws. Wow. You might fuck up the moment, but you know the moment is yours to fuck up. And you own it. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
You own the shit.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to know that the moment is yours. If it's gonna be fucked up, you fuck it up.
Yeah.
But put everything out there that you got. Take the shot. If you hit it, you the hero. If you miss it, okay, that come with it. But you put your heart out there.
Damn.
And that's the end of it.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I hate to say it, I think these athletes need to tune in when we talking about this stuff, man.
Y'all hear it, man. Tune on in. We got it for you. We been had it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to start clipping these shorts and putting them out there so y'all can really see what's happening.
Yeah.
Because this is deep in the conversation.
Yes, sir.
But we appreciate y'all for watching. We closing out. This is available on YouTube. So like we say, don't you watch and hide, like, and subscribe. More to come. Otherwise, until next time, we out.
Ooh.
Peace.